Right now that the snow has exited across the New England region, or mostly exited across the New England region, we still have some snow across portions of Massachusetts and eastern Maine. But the story now turns to the brutal cold snap that will set its grips across the central and eastern parts of the country over the next week or two. We are also going to be left with a long duration lake effect event, which is why there are winter storm warnings that are posted for western New York, including the cities of Jamestown and Warsaw. And then also up here around the Watertown, New York region, we have some more winter storm warnings, which are in effect. And that's going to be due to this passing system that's going to the north. It's going to filter in that cold air from the northwest across the lakes. And it's going to result in another long duration lake effect event where some places where the snow bands are most persistent could see up to a few feet of snow. But let's take a look at the snow totals from the last 24 hours across the southeast and the northeast first here. Let me just try to find that here. Starting with the southeast, you can see there is a larger portion of less than 1 inch of snow, with a very small little area right here that saw 1 to 2 inches of snow, and that's west of Albany, Georgia. And you got some snow down in Florida, also in southern Alabama, and up into, like I said, Georgia. And then let's take a look across the northeast. Here's the region which, as expected, is the region that got the most snowfall, up here in eastern Massachusetts, where they saw about 6 to 8 inches. And then also back in here where they saw about 3 to 6 inches in that dark blue region, and extending all the way down into Philadelphia and into portions of New Jersey, where you saw the greatest snowfall totals, where the low kind of scooted up along the coast, but it was further offshore, but you still got the back end of it to throw precipitation under the cold side of that frontal boundary and produce some snow. Now onto the cold that is going to be setting its grips across the central and eastern portions of the country. Over the next week or two, multiple waves of cold air will flow southward out of Canada, overspreading the eastern half of the country, resulting in frigid temperatures and absolutely brutal wind chills for millions of Americans. The coldest period comes late this week into the weekend, where portions of the upper Midwest, overnight Friday to Saturday, wind chill temperatures could drop as low as -40 to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. And through the day on Saturday, high temperatures could be as low as 15 to 20 below zero, with wind chills approaching -30. And that's during the day on Saturday. As you can see here, this is going to be the cold shot that's coming this weekend. Look at that. Look at that. It's going to be absolutely brutal for millions of Americans across the country. And the cold does appear to stick around through the end of January. But with the frigid air comes more opportunities for snow and ice across the country. So before we go, let's take a quick look at some of the possibilities here. All right, taking a look at the GFS model here first. We're going to move this along into later this week into the weekend. And you're going to see right now, and there's a lot of hype going around on social media about the potential for some wintry precipitation in the deep south, including Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all the way to the East Coast. We don't really know the exact track and the exact timing. The possibility is there. It's on the table, and I want to show you the European, I believe, at least on the last run, I believe it was showing the same deal. The European, there's one interesting thing about this. So these are taking more of a southern track, but both the Euro AI and the GFS AI are showing it taking a more northerly track and bringing snow to portions of the northeast. And I want to show you that here because I think that's interesting. Both the operational models keep this thing suppressed more to the south, whereas the AI models do kind of bring it more up the, not exactly up the coast, but do bring more snow to the northeast. And I want to show you what the differences are because it's fascinating. And I want to see how the AI models handle this storm. Because right now, in the last few runs, they've been pretty consistent, showing it more snow and more precipitation further north, with the low taking a further north track. Let's show you here. All right, we'll start with the Euro AI. Here is our storm system down in the south. This is all the precipitation associated with it. And you can see just how far south the 540 line is. So yeah, you could get some snow in Texas, in Oklahoma. And I mean, right here where my cursor is going is where the 540 line is. But then look at this, as we move it along, the low takes more of a northerly track. It doesn't go up the coast, but it gets north enough to throw precipitation onto the cold side into the northeast, into Ohio Valley region, and into portions of the New England region as well. And then I want to show you what the GFS AI is showing here, because it's fascinating. They're in a very good agreement, both the AI models. So I'm curious as to how these handle this storm system here. See, you can see it kind of takes the same type of track here. Further north, bringing snow to portions of the mid-Atlantic with the 540 line down here into southeastern Pennsylvania. So, like I said, I want to see over the next week or so, because this is for this weekend, Saturday into Sunday. I want to see how the AI models handle this as compared to the operational models. But I will keep you guys updated throughout the week. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If anything changes, I will let you guys know. Also, make sure to follow me on X. The handle is Geostrophic Flow. So follow me on X. The link should be in my bio. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.